Good morning, everybody. Good morning, the entire pharmacy department. Good morning, my HOD. Good morning, all pharmacy department staff, and including those working in the store. I really want to appreciate you so far for your hard work, so far for your efforts to ensure that the department keep running. It is not easy, and it has not been easy. But it's only God that has been seeing us through. I want to use the opportunity to say that in as much as we are working hard, the management expect more from us, and then as such, we must put in more effort. And then one of the way to overcome some of the stress and some of the challenge we're having in the pharmacy department is to master the software that has been made available for us, that is Medchart. The rapid Medchart, I've looked at it and I've seen it as a resourceful software to aid our work, to increase speed and accuracy, and also keep good record of our day-to-day activity, as in for documentation purpose. That's why I've decided to make this video to remind us again, better still to enlighten us more on how to use the software to perform our task. A quick one, I'll be sharing my screen. So we'll quickly be looking at Medchart. Sorry. All right. Let's load Medchart. So continue the training. All right. This is Medchart. Let me log in. All right. As the Medchart is loading, we know that Medchart has two major sections when it comes to pharmacy department. We have the drug revolving fund store, and we have basically the satellite pharmacy. So we'll be looking at the basic contents of a satellite pharmacy, which contains all the tools that is required for we to work with in our day-to-day activity. Now, this is the page, and I think everybody have access to this page, unlike the store. Everybody has access to this page. So quickly, when you look at this page, there are so many features, and this is my name here. This is my name, where at the extreme right, here you see my name, and at the extreme right there you see my name. So this is my name. This is my name. This is the login date and other features. Then remember, we're at the satellite pharmacy. This is satellite pharmacy prescription tracking sheet, where you'll be able to track your incoming prescription, your item not available, your approved prescription, and so dispense a prescription. So when a prescription comes in, like today, let's look at today's prescription. Today is 5th of July. For the 5th of July, there is no incoming prescription yet. There is no prescription yet. Let's go to yesterday so that we'll understand what I'm talking about. This is yesterday, 4th of July. All right, it's loading. It is loading. Now, this is incoming prescription at the extreme left. There, after it, you see item not dispensed. You see item not available or item not dispensed. You see approved prescription. You see dispensed prescription. Now, for the pharmacist, this is a great tool for you to monitor prescriptions. Here you see incoming prescription that have just arrived at the pharmacy. It has never been attended to. Then this not available is prescription that has arrived at the pharmacy, probably from each prescription, 1 or 2 item or 1 or 2 drug must have been dispensed from the prescription. There you see it in the item not available, probably prescription that has been approved. We've edited the prescription, we'll approve the prescription, and we'll dispense 1 or 2 drugs out from the prescription. It will appear in the list of item not available. Then after it, you see approved prescription. These are prescriptions that we attended to as well. We have edited and we've authorized, not approved. Just as before we dispense a drug, it always tell you prescription not approved. So when the prescription is approved, it comes here. Then the next being at the extreme right is dispensed prescription. All the prescription for the day that has been dispensed appear there. And then when you come down, there is a free space here that contains the serial number, the date, the hospital number, and all that. Whenever you click any prescription in this, it will automatically display the detail of that pharmacy number. It will automatically display the detail of that pharmacy number. Now this for the incoming prescription. Then this for the item not in the dispensary. Doesn't really mean that the items are not there in the dispensary, but probably some item has been attended to. One or few item was not dispensed from the prescription has been attended to, but 1 or 2 item is not in the listing. 1 or 2 item was not dispensed or probably was not available in stock. Now these are approved prescription. These are approved prescription. Probably also 1 or 2 item has been dispensed from it. Sometimes no of the item has been dispensed from it, but the prescription has been opened and one or the other has been attended to. Now these are dispensed prescription. Now this dispensed prescription tells us prescription that has come to the pharmacy, the person has collected his drug. Now sometimes a number will appear in approved prescription at the same time appear in the dispensed prescription. It means that the drugs in that prescription now fall into 2 categories. The category that has been dispensed or issued to the patient, and the categories that has not yet been issued to the patient. And here you see the details of the prescription as dispensed. All right, that is about prescription tracking, satellite pharmacy prescription tracking. So I think this will go a long way. When the pharmacist come in the morning, the pharmacist can look at this and go through all these drug not available items not available. Go through the prescription one after the other to see if the drug were not really available. If the drug is available in the dispensary, you can now ask why was the drug not dispensed. Sometimes you also go to the approved prescription. You go through the approved prescription. These drugs are available in the pharmacy. Why are they not dispensed out from the system? This is a basic tracking tool for your prescription. Even sometimes when you dispense a particular prescription, finding the prescription becomes difficult for you. You want to get 1 or 2 information from the prescription, you can come to prescription tracking and track the prescription. It will pull out the details of the prescription, telling you the name of the person, the date, the hospital number, the drug dosage form, the quantity and the cost, the surname of the patient, and also the HMO or the company of the patient. If it is private, it was well indicate. So this is where you see the details. Even the prescriber name, you also see the prescriber name. You also see the ward that the person is coming from. If it's the general practice clinic, you also see it. If there's a gynecology, you also see it. Now you see the person that prescribed the drug here. Now this is a basic for prescription tracking. Now let's now quickly look at some other tools in the satellite pharmacy. First, I want you to understand what we call. I want you to understand what we call. Before then, when you are tracking prescription, you can change the date of the dates. You can change the date of the prescription you want to track. If it is fourth, you can track fourth. If it is fifth, you track fifth. If it is third, you can track third. You can track up to 1st of 2021, depending on the date you want to track, or you may want to, depending on the date you are interested in. So you can go straight to the date and edit the date, click and choose the exact date, and it facilitates our tracking process. Now, stock entry. Stock entry. When you click stock entry, it has these features. Here, you enter your stock, as in this is where we do our end of the month stock and opening, the closing stock and the opening stock. Should in case you come on the 1st of any month and you are not able to dispense your drug, and there is nobody to help out for the meantime. I think in the dispensary currently, Moses can handle that. Prince can handle that. I can also handle that. But the pharmacist, please take note, because you should know how to do this. You should know how to do this. At the date of every first, that's in the 1st of every month, it is necessary that you do this. Without this, you can never dispense anything from the system. I might not be around, Prince might not be around, Moses might not be around. The ICT persons, when you call their attention, they might not arrive at when they are supposed to. So the best is know this. You go to your stock entry. Let me close it again. You go to your stock entry. When you click your stock entry, a page will open. When that page opens, you take note of the details of that page. You see pharmacy stock opening stock model now, and you see monthly opening stock posting model. Now in this, what you just need to do is to look at this. You see satellite opening stock. Now leave it at that satellite opening stock. You leave it as satellite pharmacy A. But the first thing you need to do is you click on view stock. You click on view stock. When you click on view stock, all the drug you have currently in the dispensary will come up. All the drug currently in the dispensary will come up. All the drug, in short, all the drug in the pharmacy will come up. When this drug comes up, after the loading, you are expected to tick the boxes, because there are too many, as in because there are just too many. You can't tick them one after the other. The numbers are just too many. Let's see how many. The number is about 1,100, and then you can see it here, 1,145 line items, and you can't tick it one after the other. So what you do is, at the extreme top, where there is monthly opening stock posting model, you see a checkbox there. Click on the checkbox. You see all of them being ticked. You see all of them being ticked. Now that they are ticked, you come straight to the next item. You view the stock. This is the process of viewing stock, to know your current opening stock and look at your current opening stock. Most of the drugs are showing plus and a few are showing minus. That's because the stock was just currently updated. These ones that are showing minus, probably the drugs were not currently in stock. We'll still find out time to update all these drugs so that everything will balance and nothing will be showing minus. So having viewed your stock and you've checked this box, which ticked all the items in your in the dispensary stock, you now click on monthly opening stock. At this point, when you click on monthly opening stock, there will be a pop-up notice. Outpatient pharmacy opening stock already posted, and that for the month for July 2020. And that's because today is not first. Monthly opening stock is done once in a month. It's done at the very first day of the month. Now, let's assume that today is first. As soon as this message pop up, the message will not read this way. The message will read like, are you sure you want to post this drug as opening stock for the month of July 2022? After reading that, you just click OK. Now, once you click OK, you see it loading. You see it loading, like posting the drugs gradually until sometimes it will stop and tell you stock overflow. You click OK. Or sometimes it loads gradually. After that, I tell you that your stock has been properly posted for the month. That is your opening stock. And that's your opening stock. Because you did not edit anything, it is automatically your closing stock for the last month. It will be good that we understand this, and this is a basis so that we will not struggle with opening stock when it comes to the first of the month. I believe that with this, I will not struggle much in trying to rush to the hospital on every first of the month. Thank you very much. As you do this, God will bless you. It will also make your work easy. Take note, when the drug has been successfully posted, there will be a number that will appear here, known as the SRV number. SRV number means stock receipt voucher number. It means that all this drug has just been received into your dispensary stock. All right, I think that's all about the stock entry. Now, this other part will not go into it. This is the average monthly consumption rate for the pharmacist. This would have been a working document for you to know your consumption rate for each month, or to know your consumption rate for a given period of time. So with time, you can go into it. Let me quickly click it. This is your average monthly consumption rate. You take your statistic from when to when to know your average. You click on display list, then you can export to Excel and work on it. But eventually you want to prepare your order. But for now, we cannot work with this because we know that sometimes we dispense a particular drug and give another drug. And as such, you won't give the system an accurate judgment. And that's why we advise that whenever you are giving amlodipine 5 milligram from the system, dispense amlodipine 5 milligram physically, except otherwise where the drug has just one particular strength. And in such cases, it's easy to manage because the system also recognizes that there's just one strength in the system. There's no double strength in the system. Now, another thing we'll be looking at is new prescription. This new prescription is basically when you want to post drug. It's not just for the doctors, but this is for the pharmacy consumption. When you click on new prescription, a page will pop up. Now, when this page opens, the essence of this is paraventure, because I've seen cases when you dispense out a drug for a patient. You dispense the drug out, and on giving the patient the drug, the patient will tell you, no, I don't want this drug. The patient will tell you, no, I don't want this drug. This is not the brand I want, or this is not what I take. At that point in time, you are advised to do drug return. I haven't done your drug return. The patient might not be patient enough to see the doctor again for the doctor to repost the prescription. So at this point, what you do is, or what you are expected to do is, give the patient the brand the patient wants, and take note. If you know you are not going to do it immediately, take note of the drug you've given to the patient. Take note of the patient details. So when you come to a new prescription, the essence is you return the old drug that was returned back to the stock after dispensing, and thereafter you post the drug that you've currently given to the patient. Now you'll come here and search the patient name. There is a quick search at the right extreme top of the screen. You type the patient name. Let's quickly see Zelos Benjamin. That's my name. You click on this. When you click on this button will appear. You still click on enter. No name like that because I didn't start the search with surname. So you come here and remove the Zelos. Let's see, and search for Benjamin us because the system recognizes our names from our surname. So you click here, this is my name. When you click this name here now, when you click this name like this, once it is highlighted as this, you can now close this window. When you close the window, my name automatically appear, my details, and every other thing about me appears. As such, you can now add this drug to my prescription. Let's, for instance, I was given a Lockmal. I now want to edit to Lonat. I can now search and post my Lonat DS. Can now search to post my Lonat DS. Now, when posting, the system automatically pops out that the current drug is the drug I highlighted was currently out of stock because the stock quantity is showing minus. It means that the system is so accurate and very automated that makes our work easy. So you now come and check out your quantity you've posted. There are things you look out when posting a prescription: the name of the drug, the dosage of the drug, which contains the strength of the drug, not the quantity to be taken, the frequency to be taken, and the duration of which the drug should be taken. Then you now check the quantity. Does it rhyme with what you want to give? If so, you now click on submit prescription. Once you hit the submit prescription button, your prescription automatically generates and give you a pharmacy number. And the pharmacy number will appear where you see your pharmacy number or your refill number. You copy it or you take note of that number and you go to your listing, your pharmacy dispensing model. You'll find the prescription details there. Now, let me quickly, you see prescribed by. At this point, you are the one, any prescription posted from the pharmacy, you see it as prescribed by, as a walk-in patient, And that's because the system is so automated that you are not supposed to make a prescription. But because of this, breaking this protocol and the necessity for you to do this, a room was created for it, and it will always be indicated as a walk-in patient. It is assumed that this patient has registered with First Rivers Hospital, is not seeing the doctor, but just walking to buy either paracetamol, to buy anti-malaria. That room has been created, but it has not been fully implemented. By the time it is fully implemented, those patients that are coming from outside, they want to buy paracetamol, we'll just tell them, log in your name, they will log in their name. Front desk will post in their name, who can quickly now post their drugs for them and sell to them. So they will go and pay, and we'll bill them for their drugs. So that's all about the new prescription. Don't forget, I will still mention it again. The essence of this new prescription is when you must have returned a drug and there is no time to go and see the doctor to repost the drug or to repost the drug that you've given to that patient, you can now do the posting by yourself by going to new prescription. You follow the procedure step by step and you get things right. Now, patient drug ledger. That is the next item we want to look at. Patient drug ledger. Now, this patient drug ledger, it is for consumption. The patient drug ledger is used for monitoring, audits, inquiry, and so many other things. This patient drug ledger will help you much if you know the name of the patient. If you know the name of the patient and you open the patient drug ledger, it will give you every information about the patient as it pertains to his or her prescription. So let's quickly log into patient drug ledger. Now, when you go to patient drug ledger, the pharmacy number already appeared. Now, why this pharmacy number appeared here is because there is a number already. This is complex, but if you understand it, it will help us a lot. There is a number. There is a number already at the pharmacy, already at the dispensing page. Now let's quickly do this. I want to go to drug dispensing model. These are drug dispensing model. But on the 5th, there's a prescription now. Now, because this prescription is open, as it is now, this is from First Rivers OPD unit. nursing station. Because this prescription is open, when once take note of this hospital number, you see it as 779. Once I click the patient drug ledger, it will take me to this pharmacy or this patient hospital number. Now, if this is not the patient I want, I can search for the name of the patient I want. But if this is the patient I want to find out their details, I will simply click the enter button on my keyboard and the details of this patient will come up. The details of this patient from the onset, from the origin, from the date this patient enrolled in First Rivers Hospital as a patient will come up, and what has been done concerning this patient drug and the prescriptions. Now, this is the entire details. I think this document, this folder was opened on 24th of December 2020. And since then, all the record pertaining to the patient is here. So when a drug is being posted and it is not dispensed out, it reflects here. When a drug is being posted out and it was edited, the current edited prescription will appear here. When a drug is posted out, the name of the person that posted it out appears here as well. The name of the person that requested the drug or the name of the prescriber also appears here. Now, this is 5th of July 2022. That's today's prescription. And then one of the drug there is glue. Now, you see the diagnosis as requisition. That's what was imputed in the diagnosis section. You see it as not dispensed. This is the status of the prescription, not dispensed. Prescribed by staff, Lowell, Aisha. Now, this is the status, dispensed and not dispensed. Now, at this point, we might not know who dispensed, and we might not know who dispensed, but there is a way to track. There is another place to track who actually dispensed the drug. At this point, it only shows for consumption if the drug was dispensed, if the drug was not dispensed. It shows for consumption the date of the prescription and every other details pertaining to the prescription. Peradventure, you're looking for a drug under this patient, you want to know if the drug was dispensed. This is a good tool. Also, if you want to know, if you want to find out a particular pharmacy number, probably you want to edit the drug, you want to work on the prescription, but you don't know how to get a pharmacy number, but you know that this particular drug was posted for this patient. You can go to the patient drug ledger, click on the patient name by searching the patient name here. For instance, I want to refresh search parameter because I want to search another name. I want to refresh search parameter. I'll click on refresh search parameter. I'll click on this drop down arrow and search. Let's search for Benjamin Zillos. Let's search for Benjamin Zillos. Oh, I'm trying to refresh the search parameter. It hasn't come up yet. Okay, let's see. The system is being slow. Okay, we are refreshing again. Let's see. Let's wait for it to come up. Good, it is up now. So I can search for Benjamin Zillos. This is Benjamin Zillos. You click the details. Now it gives you my detail. But eventually I want to find out if these drugs we are giving, you see the status, Benjamin detail, dispense. So it means that the drug will actually dispense. Now, peradventure a drug was dispensed and I want to find out the pharmacy number, or the drug was not dispensed. Let's look for a drug that was not dispensed, if at all there is any like that. Drug that was not dispensed, if at all there is any like that. So we'll pick it from there and see how we can work with it. Okay, this is a drug not dispensed. Okay, mebendazole tablets, it wasn't dispensed. I'll come here, prevention now. Mebendazole tablet was not available then, and I want to edit it to the drug we have available now. Mebendazole tablet was not available. That's one medicine was prescribed for me that day. Probably I didn't take, or this particular brand wasn't available. I didn't care for others. Now that I've been waiting for albendazole, considering first river situation, I've been waiting for mebendazole tablet. It hasn't come. I've come to ask of this mebendazole tablet. All what the pharmacy staffs are telling me is the drug has not arrived. We don't have yet, and I'm fed up. So I want to collect any one medicine available at this point because the drug has not been dispensed, and this is the advantage of we not dispensing a drug that has not been given or issued to the patient, because it gives us the advantage of we being able to work with it again, to edit it to the right prescription whatsoever. Now, this is the pharmacy number 10 10850. 10850 is the pharmacy number. So I can now close this page and come here to this pharmacy number and type 10850. I click. This is another drug is showing in this key. Oh, I made a mistake somewhere. I think there is a mix up somewhere. This is now another drug. This is now another drug. Okay, let's work with this drug. It means that this drug, this is another name altogether. This is a Uchechi Hope. Now, this drug has not been dispensed. As such, I can now work on this prescription and give the right drug by editing prescription and going through every other procedure to ensure that that is exactly what we want to give. That is about patient drug ledger. Now, drug requisition is another tool in the pharmacy dispensing in the pharmacy dispensary Medchart. Now, drug requisition, the system is programmed, is arranged in such a way that as a pharmacy staff, when you resume work in the morning, you are expected to go through your shelf to check which drug and which drug is available and the ones that are not available, the ones that you need to work with for that day. For instance, we are having a physician visit. You know the drug that are peculiar to that physician visit. As a technician, that is, it is your responsibility to check as soon as you resume your duty if these drugs are available at the dispensary. If the drugs are not available at the dispensary, you can now request for this drug from the store. And the medium to do that is drug requisition. Drug requisition is the medium by which we request, by which, I'm hearing you, by which we request this drug from, waiting on caricature. You see, we don't tear finish for now. You don't tear finish. Let's wait for this carton to come. Ask me how far. Manage that one for them. I'll keep this on for. All right, if you come back now. All right, sorry for the interruption so far. So as I was saying, the drug requisition is a medium by which we request a particular drug or some set of drug from the pharmacy store or from the pharmacy box store to see. So it will help us if we check the drug that are peculiar for us to work with on each day or whenever we resume duty. It will help us to stop running around. On the other side, having requested for this drug, it is the responsibility of the storekeeper or whosoever is in the store to supply this drug to you to avoid running around when the patients are already waiting at the dispensary. So do your part so that the person in the store can also do his or her part, because the person is not working with you. He or she might not know the drugs that are currently in the pharmacy and as such cannot supply these drugs to you. So it is expected that you raise your requisition before you start to work. The pharmacy store, those in the pharmacy store, sometimes they are busy, and when you run to them on them as an emergency to get this drug, they might not give it to you as soon as possible. As such, it delays your speed of dispensing this drug to the patient, also affecting your image as a staff. So let's do well to get these things right so that our work on the other side will be easy and smooth for us. Now let's quickly go to drug requisition. Now, drug requisition. In this drug requisition, before now, the channels to which drug prescription come from to every other destination was only, initially was only the OPD satellite pharmacy. But now there are other pharmacy or other destinations that has been added to it. So when you come to the page has opened, when you come to this, there is a column at your empty column with a drop down arrow at your extreme right, where you put your pharmacy, a pharmacy there. When you click on this pharmacy, initially it was just this OPD satellite pharmacy, but now accounts has been added, kitchen has been added because of the recent development in stock management or stock control management. Now that's by the way. Now for us, if you want to post anything to the drug revolving fund store, to the pharmacy drug store, you must use the OPD satellite pharmacy. It is the only pharmacy that has access to make requisition to the drug revolving fund store. I'm sounding it because we've had cases when a requisition was made, but the person at the store did not see the requisition. It could be because the drug was posted with a wrong pharmacy as such, has gone to the wrong destination. Secondly, is probably because your prescription, your requisition was not authorized. There are two things: having requested this drug or having posted your requisition for the day. Also ensure to authorize your requisition so that the person at the store, pharmacy store, can see this requisition and issue them or supply them to you. If there is any delay in the supply of this drug, kindly remind the person or inform the person that you have made your requisition for the day. This requisition should be made as much as possible once a day, or at least the bulk requisition should be made in the morning so that this drug could be supplied to us in the morning, and during the rest of the day, it will be, the work flow will be smooth for those working at the dispensary, and also those working in the store. There will be no much interruption while they are carrying out their other activities as it pertains to the work at the store. Now, you click on OPD. Having clicked on OPD satellite pharmacy, you've done the number one major thing. Now you can now come and highlight your drugs, make your requisition. For instance, want to request Vasoprene. Remember, these are content. This thing contains a lot of things. Contain the unit pack size, the cost of the drug, the selling price of the drug, and the quantity at your store. You see the satellite stock. This is the quantity at your satellite stock. This quantity highlighted is the quantity at your satellite stock. And this quantity is the DRF stock quantity. So with this, you can easily dictate if the drug, if everything being equal, you can know the current quantity you have in your stock, in your satellite pharmacy stock. For instance, you checked for amlodipine, you didn't see amlodipine, and they want to post, and the thing is showing you 228 amlodipine. You can easily know that, oh, this amlodipine is in the dispensary. It could be somewhere else. You can now ask, where do you people keep amlodipine? They may not tell you. Sometimes it might be there in the carton. It has not been placed on the shelf. So this gives us an overview of the situation of our stock. It could also be there in the sometimes this stock shows 0 in the DRF stock. It simply means that there is no Vasoprene in the DRF stock at the moment, if everything is being equal. Now you come here and put in your order quantity. This place is blank, your order quantity, which automatically will generate your amount for the entire quantity you posted. This order quantity means the quantity you will want the pharmacy store to supply to the dispensary. And this quantity should be as accurate as possible, should be as accurate as exactly what you want them to supply to the dispensary. Some persons make prescription and they put any number they like. The number doesn't even rhyme with the pack size of the drug. And that reminds me, taking note of the pack size of the drug that you currently have in the dispensary will also go a long way. Though the pack sizes might not be the same all the time, but it will help you to determine the quantity of packs that you will need. For instance, Vasoprene comes in a pack of 100. If you need 5 packs, you can easily click 500. But some person, instead of clicking 500, they will go and click 4,600. How do you expect the person in the store to issue this quantity? Now remember, in the pharmacy store, we don't do open packs. We do whole packs. We do whole packs. So that will help us if we understand this part. Having done this, the next thing you just need to do for the day is to go to authorization. Now, okay, let me quickly work with what I had for yesterday. There are some drugs I issued yesterday night that has not been dispensed. Let me quickly make the request. I issued a cough syrup to Good Luck. Cough syrup, expectorant. I gave 10. So 10 will be ordered. If you look very well, there is a variation in the stock level. You see satellite stock level as -2, and probably that's because 2 drug has been dispensed from the satellite pharmacy without being properly posted. And the reason is because this drug has been physically in the dispensary, but in the system, it has not been posted to the dispensary. So what I will now do to balance the whole thing is I will now supply this 10 that I gave Good Luck yesterday, from which 2 bottle has been removed from it. So when I post this 10, the system automatically balances itself, and the balance in the dispensary will now be 8 instead of -2. Right? So the next item I gave yesterday was loratadine tablet. Loratadine tablet. In the pharmacy, at the store, we have just 5, and I've given the 5 to Good Luck yesterday. Destrosaline 5% was issued to him. 20 it's issued to him. That's 1 carton. Amoxicillin 625 unbranded was also issued to him. 10 packs of by 14, that's 140 tablets was issued to him. Then a Kaimora was also issued to him. 5 packs of Kaimora by 30, giving us unit quantity of 150. We also have Amatem subject was also issued to him yesterday. I issued a 4 box, that's 40 by 6. 40 by 6. 10 will give us 60, 120 plus 120. That will be 240 tablet or capsule of Amatem subject. The next thing I issued was gauze roll. Gauze. I gave 1 roll of gauze yesterday. So these are the things I gave them yesterday, and this is how to make a requisition. All right. Now, I haven't done this. You come to submit is the first thing you need to do. I haven't requested this. You need to submit. Now, when you submit, there will be a message. 7 requisitions submitted successfully. You now click OK. Submitting this prescription doesn't end there. You may have submitted this prescription, but the person in the store will not still or yet see it. So what you need to do for it to be affected, or for the person in the store to see it, is requisition authorization. In a normal process, the person at the dispensary make this request to the pharmacist. The pharmacist will now go and view the request for the day and then authorize it. The pharmacist is the one that is supposed to authorize requisition for the day. But because of how the system is now, you shouldn't wait for the pharmacist to authorize, because since you know that what you posted is exactly what you need to work with for the day, you quickly go to your requisition authorization, and the PRO number is 407. This is the PRO number here, 407. You take note of this PRO number. So when you want to authorize your request, you can easily put in the PRO number. Now, okay, the PRO number is already there. So what you do is to click enter. But in cases when after clicking enter, you click on authorize request. In cases when you've made multiple, are you sure you want to authorize this request? Yes. this will now be posted now. 7 requisition authorization completed. Now this will now reflect in the store in the stock issuing voucher. It will not reflect there. Now, in cases when you've made multiple requests and you want to authorize them one after the other, you can quickly come here and click. For instance, the last request I made was 407. I think the next request before that should be 406. When I input 406 here, I change this number, the last number, to, instead of being 7 as it were, I've changed it to 6. Now click enter. When I click enter, the prescription attached to that number will appear. I can now still highlight or select it and come to authorize request. When I come to authorize request, it will automatically go. Good luck posted this thing this morning. Good luck requested this thing this morning before I made my request. All right, I will now add it to things that I will supply to them. So it means that Good luck has done a request today as well, done by Good luck, and he has also authorized the request. So it's now left for me now to go to our page and approve and supply or issue that request. That's about drug requisition. That's about drug requisition and authorization. The next thing we do is you need to know is your tally. Your tally is also very, very important and necessary. Your tally is also very, very important and necessary. This tally gives you the detail of a particular drug, how it was posted to the store, to the dispensary, when it was posted and all that. So you can come here, this is your tally card posting, and search for the drug you want to monitor. You can come here and search for the drug you want to monitor. This will give you the details of when the drug was posted to the dispensary from the store, how often it was dispensed to a patient, the name of the patient it was dispensed to, and so on. So let's now quickly look at amlodipine. Okay, let's quickly look at the cough syrup. Cough syrup yesterday. We want to know, I just supplied cough syrup yesterday and 2 has been issued. I want to know the people that the cough syrup was issued to. So I'll quickly go to the date for today. The current date, 27th of June. Oh, this thing is not aligning. Because it's not aligning, let's see. Okay, let's see the date. Wow, June 2022. Refresh Talika. Okay, these are the people Good luck sold this drug to yesterday. These are the people Good luck sold this drug to yesterday, being fought. I think 2 sales yesterday. So at least we can now see the people that Good luck gave the drug to. If you click the details of this, you'll see at this point that Good luck issued this drug. And this is the name of the patient that the cough syrup was supplied to. So the stock that was supplied to the pharmacy can always be monitored. It can always be monitored. The management knows this and can always monitor the drug. So it will always be good for you to dispense your drug at every given point in time. At this point, I want to end this training at this point. There are other things. From tomorrow, we'll then look at drug dispensing model in details. Most of the things we looked at here are also in the drug dispensing model. I think drug dispensing model is one of the things we need to study. It's very large. Let me open it. So in our next training, we then look at drug dispensing model, and there we'll then look at prescription challenges, what could cause prescription error, what could cause a drug not to balance in the system. We'll be looking at so many things because the page itself is very, very elaborate. you see your prescription here. When you want to do new prescription, you want to edit a prescription, and there are other things, items not available, patient drug ledger, we look at it, approve, drug return, drug transfer, and so many on. We'll be looking at this feature by our next training. So please kindly watch and rewatch this video to understand what we've done so far for today. And if you put this into practice, the trouble that we are facing at the dispensary will be minimized. As such, the pressure that the management is giving us will no longer be, will not be panicked by their speech, by their words of they are not really by their words of what they expect us to do. So let's get these things right, and God will bless us as we play our parts in Jesus' name. Thank you very much. Thank you for being with me till this time. I appreciate you. I want to say good morning as you resume over this morning. May God bless your way and prosper you in Jesus' name. All right, fam, I hope you will you will give me refreshment for this training. How many persons are in attendance? I'm the only one here. So prepare my refreshment and keep, yeah, fam. Thank you very much.